Hello everyone, this is Raj. Welcome to the world of Salesforce. Today is the day 26 class where we are going to discuss Picklist and Lookup elements in a flow. Right? How to use these components in a flow. Right? For this, we are going to create a sample flow that is going to like that we are going to create a new let us say case. Right? I am going to create a new case record. Right. So in that case, let me show into the Salesforce. Go into the Salesforce here. Check for the case object. Check for the case object. Create a new case. See here, we are having some lookup. Right. Remaining, I think elements, all elements, right? Text elements, date, time. So checkbox. All this are directly we have seen all remaining data types. Right. But how to use these pick list types? How to use this pick list types and how to use these lookups. Let me show you in the today's class. So see here, if you see type, we are having some pick list values are there. We need to choose out of these values. It is my choice to pick up one value. Right here also case reason. Some of them are there, and here also status is there, priority is there, case origin is there. See some of the pick list values are there. Okay. So now we are trying to create a new case that I need to take input from a user, right? I need to create a like this. I need to create a screen flow. In that screen flow, that I will take input from the user in order to create this type of case. Okay. Now, so let me add a few of the pick list. Let me take a few of the pick list. Like see here, status is mandatory field. Case origin is mandatory field. Right? This type of mandatory fields I am going to take, and these two lookup fields I am going to take and try to create a screen flow. Okay, cancel it. Go to setup. Click on setup. Go to flows. Right now, create a new flow here. Okay. Now here I am going to create. I am starting from the scratch. Screen flow. Create. Right now. So before going into this flow, before going into this our requirement, right, we need to know about these input components in the Salesforce flow. What are those input components here? Right, we need to understand what are these input components, how the work is done in these input components, how we are going to create a pick list input, how we are going to create a lookup, how we are going to create a radio buttons. Right? So because if it is not done there, then the user will not enter anything in it, right? So like this, which I have shown in the a new case, see here, if it is not there in the pick list, these values are not there in the pick list, how the user can pick up these values, right? So in the flow, how we are going to create? See here, plus icon, just click on this plus icon, add a screen element. So in the screen element, you can see all these input elements. So yesterday we have seen this display type, right? So today we are going to see this type of input elements. And how the work is done by using these input elements. How to add these pick list values. Right from the input, all this happens. Right from this input only, or whatever the user screen is there, all is going to happen. Let us discuss in detail. Okay. Now let us say this label should be some input screen. I am giving some name input screen. Okay. Now from the components. So see here, these are all the input components. Okay. See here, text is there. If you want to add any text or a text data type, so which is used for a name or title. Right? Basically, this is the data type of a field, which we are going to match the inputs in the normal flow with any object. With any object. For example, see here, it is a address field, right? And this is a checkbox field, right? So, and the whatever the fields which we are giving here in this user interface screen, that should match with the real-time data. See, whatever the real-time data is there, right? So, when we are creating any new field, new record here, so from the user interface screen, that value should match with the here these values, right? If we match the inputs in the normal flow with any object, then the data type of the field which we selected while creating the field, right, which we selected while creating the field in this flow are the same, is mostly the same. Got it, right? So here whatever the pick list is there, and this should match with the same pick list in the in any object field. This is the standard screen, right? This is the standard UI page. Here we are having some text fields, pick list values, lookups, and this should match with our whatever the user interface screen which I am developing here, right? So same input component we get in the flow also. Okay, just drag and drop this text, search for the text. I will show you. See here, text is there. Just drag and drop this text here. That's it. So let me give some name as first name. Okay. So here some options are there. So require option is there. So if you want to make this particular first name as a required, right? Just click on this checkbox. Require, see, star mark is there now. Got it? So next come, if you want to make it as a read-only field, right? Just give true or false. See, true or false. If you want to make it as a read-only field, you can give true or false, or else leave it. Okay. Next, disabled. Right? If you want to disable this particular field, you can make true or false. Right? You can make default value. If you want to enter any default value here, right? Default value, for example, I am giving here a Raj. See here, directly when you open this particular interface, user interface screen, UI screen, all right, when the screen has been developed, then this particular first name, in this first name, the default name Raj is going to display here. Right? That is our default. Okay. So let me drag and drop some another field, phone. Just drag and drop this phone field here. That's it. Okay. So now in this phone field, just enter the API name as phone screen flow. Okay, phone screen. Because phone API name is already there, so that is why I'm using some name here. So see here some placeholder text is there, pattern is there. So placeholder text means, so inside this, if I want to enter any whatever you want to show to the users, like for example, enter phone number. Now you can see here in this particular box, you can see enter phone number. Like this, some placeholder will be there. Right? If you want to make it as a required, just enter true. That's it. Right? Now see here star mark is there. Okay, if you want to enter any default value, you can enter default value like this something. See? Okay. So explore these options, all these options, whatever you are there, explore these options. And I'm giving some another field. So whenever you are creating any field, like any record in any object, you are having some particular data types, right? There you are creating the data types and you are pasting in a page layout, in a detailed page, right? And you are using them while creating any record. Here, the same here also in the flows. But no need to create data types. Already the data types are there in this input element. Just to drag and drop these input elements, right? Email. So wherever you want, you can drag and drop this. Okay. Now email. See here already placeholder. You@example.com like this. The placeholder is there. So disabled false, read only false, required is false. If you want to update, yes, you can update to true. That's it. Okay. See here. So here also API name should be email screen test. Okay. That's it. Okay, let me add some other fields also like a currency field. Just drag and drop this currency field here. Now you can see currency is there, right? Label, let me give some salary. Okay, if you want to make it as a required, decimal places are there. See here, decimal places. If I want to update it to 3 decimal places, right? So like this. If you want to have date, time, see here, date is there, date and time is there, right? So date I want to drag and drop. So show me as a date of birth. Okay. So remaining options. Default value is date, month, year. So see calendar symbol is there. When you drag and drop this date, so automatically the calendar symbol is there. So just to click on this calendar symbol, then whenever this has been completed, just click on this calendar symbol. That date format will appear to you. Okay, so if I want to add address fields, see here address. So just drag and drop this address. All the address fields are will appear here like street, city, postal code, country, state, right? Address like this. I'm going to give. Got it? So see here, when you drag and drop this address, so components related to address like street, city, postal code, country, state, all will come. Right? If I want to add some text area, see long text area is there. Drag and drop this long text area. Like yeah, do you have to enter description, right? See, description is there. Now we got it right. So whatever the fields in whenever you are creating any record in any object, like here also in the flows also we can create this type of fields. See, text is there. These are very simple, right? Text, phone, email, currency, date, address, long text areas, right? Checkbox. If you want to create any checkbox, right? So like this, see checkbox is there. If you want to create any checkbox, some toggle buttons are there. Because let's see some of the lightning component by default, some lightning components are also there. For example, call script. Just drag and drop this call script here at the top. What it is happening, see, call script is there. So let us say some test. This is for test. I am keeping here. What is the script text I need to write? So let us type it here. Hello world. Okay. So yesterday we have seen, right? See. So the same type of message yesterday we have seen under display text. So there directly we need to drag and drop this display text. Under the display text, we are giving some resource that like what are the body we want to write, right? So here also directly from the this is the one component lightning component default lightning component is there call script. Just you can drag and drop this call script wherever you want. Okay. So now based on this, so whatever the script I am going to type here, the same script is coming here. Right? If you want to increase the size, yes, you can increase. Right? Colors, if you want to update the colors, right? So like this. Hope you understand all these things, right? So reminding all like text, date, time, all this. So now here the main question, our main concept of this class is in order to create a pick list. How to create a pick list? It is the main question here, very important topic. So remaining all are very easy topics. Address, date, time, all these are simple topics. Okay. But here, how to do a pick list? Right? How to by selecting our own how in order to select our own choice. Okay, so let me delete all these things from here. Delete, delete. Okay, I'm going to delete all these things. Okay, that's it. Now I need to use pick list values like this. In a new case, some of the pick list values and lookups, right? So this how to use this, right? So I need to create some choices, some pick list values. Okay, just drag and drop this pick list from here. See, pick list are there. Multi-select is there, dependent is there, pick list. Just drag and drop this pick list. Okay, so pick list is completed. So that means drop down, some drop down symbols, some buttons are there. But how to create choices is very important topic here. Okay, let me add this label as status. Okay, if you want to make it as a required, required. Okay, data type. So see here, if you go to new case under the status, what are the values I'm having here? Text only, right? So I'm not having any 0, 1, 2, 3 numbers are not there. Just I'm having a text. So under this data type, you can use text. If there are numbers, you can use numbers. If there are amounts, amount type values, currency, you can use. If there are true or false, you can use boolean. If there is a date, you can choose date. So now it is a text, right? See, new, working, escalated, in progress, all these are text, right? So text I'm keeping here. Now come down. So configure. See, let us use select multiple options, right? As of now, this is a single pick list value. So I'm keeping as a no. If I want to select multiple pick list values, check as a group. Okay, like this. Let me show you this option also. Okay, first I'm keeping as a no. Now component type as a pick list only. See here, if I want to use a radio buttons, no, I want to use a pick list only. See choice. So now what are the choices are there here? New, working. These are all the choices, right? So out of these four choices, I need to choose one choice, right? So how to choose one choice here? Right now I need to create. So now see here, just click on this new choice resource is there. Just click on this new choice resource. Under this resource type, you are having different type of options. What are these different type of options? Here the main question is. So previously, whenever dragging up this text date fields, simply you have drag and drop and you can use them. But here, different options are there in order to create the choices. So in order to create a new choice, I'm having this resource type. So let us come from first. What is a choice here? Okay. So how to add a choice in the pick list? What to do now? Let's create this choice now. Okay. API name should be new. I am keeping. Okay. And what is the choice label? So whatever you are seeing here, this is the labels, right? And behind these labels, some values also should be there. Right? Behind this label, it is like a map collection. Right? Some key comma value should be there. It is key and value. Whatever you are seeing, it is a label. Right? So behind this label, we are having some values. Okay. Let me show you here. Label should be what are the label which you are giving? It should be I am giving from here new. Okay, there is no any resource. Directly I am choosing new. Okay, choose value. Value also I am giving new. Okay, now click on done. Okay. Now it will appear in the choice. See here. Done. So why we are doing like this? So instead of new, so instead of what is the second option? Working, right? So just give working here. Just type working. What will happen? See, enter a valid value, invalid component. So in order to create any choice, you have to do like this, like the same. Same for working. So as of now, choices is only one. So I am going to create a new choice, resource choice. Let us say it as a working. Okay, hope you understand here. Okay, now I am entering all these values. Okay, now click on done. That's it. Right? Hope you understand, right? So now let me add what is that last value? New choice resource escalated, right? Escalate. Okay, escalated. Now click on done. Okay, and the last one. Okay, so already three options are completed. Let me add a new one here, new choice resource. So what is that? In progress, right? In progress. Let me add the same here. So this is an API name. So no spaces should be given. Label should be like this. And the value. Okay. Now click on done. That's it. See here, four values are added here. If you want to make any value as a default, yes, you can make it as a default. Just click on done. That's it. Now save it. So save it as a create case record screen flow. Okay. Now click on save. Just debug it. Run the flow. See, new working escalated in progress. So whatever the fields which you have seen in our new page, whenever creating a new record page, the same type of status field, right? So see, new working escalated in progress. The same here also, right? See, new working escalated in progress. Okay. Now let me create one more pick list value. Let me show you the difference. Okay. Now go to this, close this, click on edit element. Let me add one more pick list value here. I'm going to add one more pick list value. So it be create a new. So let me take this case origin. Okay, copy, go to here, label case origin. Make it as a required. Okay, data type as a text. So component type as a pick list. Now I am going to add a. See here, as of now, four choices are there. Now I am going to create a new choice resource. Instead of this choice, this is the choice which I am going to create on my own, which should match with these pick list values. Then only the record will get saved, right? So this is the custom screen which I am going to create. So in this custom screen, what are the values which I'm giving under the pick list value that should match with the real pick list values. Okay. So it is very difficult for every time to create our own choices, right? So instead of that, why can't I take directly this particular pick list field from the Salesforce object to my screen, to my custom screen? How this is possible here, right? So now in the choice, so see here, select a pick list choice set. Pick list choice set. Mostly 90% of the time, whenever we have to make a pick list, and we know that we have to pick its value from the same field, right? Like this, we have to pick the value from the same field, case origin. From this field only, I have to pick the value, but it should be from the custom screen, right? Now it is. Right, it is like it is not necessary every time we can every time we need to create a new choices sometime, right? We have to show the pick list. No. So we are having a one more option here. So whenever we need to pick up a value, and that should be taken from a field of any object. So we can use this pick list choice set. So click on this. Okay, pick list choice set. So let us give some name, case origin. Case origin. Okay. So which object I need to take? I need to consider from the case object. I need to consider from the case object. What is the data type? Pick list only. What is the field you have to select? See here. So now case origin. This is the one, right? I need to select. So select this one. So now the system is going to consider from the case object origin pick list value. those options should appear directly on my custom UI screen. So default order of the field, that's it. Okay, click on done. Completed. See here. Okay, now let me done and save it. Just debug it. Let me check what is going to happen. So previously I have taken from some 5 minutes of time in order to create these status as choices, my own choices, like for new, working, yet thread in progress, like this. But now here under the case of urgency, phone, email, web, check. Go to the new case origin, phone, email, web, the same options. But I have not given any choice from my end. So directly system choosing the options from the Salesforce object only. So Salesforce case object and case origin field. So directly it is choosing these values. Phone, email, web. Go to here. See, phone, email, web. Hope you understand. Choices and the Picklist choice set. Okay. Now you can do the same thing for, let me show you. Can we do this same for the status? Yes. So directly you can add, already these four are, I have created these choices. Now I am going to create one more choice, a new choice resource, select Picklist choice, which it should take from the status. Okay. Search object case. Data type as pick list. Field as, see here, where is the case status? Okay. Now click on done. Now save it and debug it. Okay. Click on run and check here. So see, first four options are my own choices I have given. New, working, accelerated, in progress. And remaining our options are new, working, accelerated, closed, in progress. So these are the options from the standard Salesforce. Right? From the Salesforce object, that object, case object, right? In the case object status field. So these values are coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values are coming. And these 4 values are I have created. Okay, so let me create one more pick list. One more pick list type. So let me add here. Go to this one. Let me show you. So see here under this contact. So let me add any case reason. Okay, type. Okay, I hope you understand choice and pick list choice set. You can do all these things. So now under this contact name, so it is showing some recent contacts, right? Whatever the contacts are there, if you want to create a new contact. So it is a lookup option. I have created a lookup, right? So I don't want to create a lookup, but I want to show all the contacts list or the first few contacts list. Whenever I'm clicking on this contact name, I need to show the contacts list. How I need to show this? So let me drag and drop pick list. Okay, drag and drop this pick list. So under this pick list, let us give some name as contact name. I am giving. Okay, make it as a required. Okay, pick list, add component, new resource type as. See here, there is a one more option, record choice set. So you need to generate a set of choices using a filtering list of records. Right? Filtering a list of records. So now I'm going to give here API name contact record. So now the users need to choose the contact record, right? So what is the object? From the contact object, right? So from the contact object. Okay. From the contact object, they need to choose. So basically what is record choice set here? It says that you can show the records of any object, and that too here some limited records only in the drop down. So whatever based on the condition, see here conditions are there. So based on this condition, so system is going to generate how many records are going you need to show. So I need to give the number. So 5 records are okay. 5 records I need to show. 10 records, 10 records I need to show. So now when creating a case, if you want to get an option under which contact, right? Under which contact I need to create a case. Without lookup, there is a, see here, without lookup, right? So we are talking about without lookup. So we can drop it in a C. We can just simply, whenever you click on this drop down, so under this drop down, those values should appear. So under which contact this particular case should be created. So you cannot search the contact. Just those contacts will come. That's it. Right? So that is the reason we can use this record choice set. So we can display some records, not the lookup here. So we can display some records of any object. Then we can select, as we can select those contacts. Let me show you here. So I have selected this object as a contact. So condition as first name not equals to null. Okay, empty string. First name not equals to not null. Okay, does not equals to null. Okay, maximum, see here, maximum number of choices. How many records I need to display? I need to display around 10 records. Okay. So now choice label, which I need to show here. So let me type here, for example, ID I am typing. I will show you the difference. Choice label, I am giving some ID. So data type as a text, some value. What is the value I need to show here? IDs. IDs I need to display. Okay. Now just store more contact field names if you want to make it. Okay, you can make it or else click on done. That's it. Done. Okay. Now click on done. Save it. Just debug it. What is going to happen? See. See, status I am selecting, case origin, contact name. See here, 10 IDs. I don't know these IDs, right? So what are these IDs? Okay, 003 means contact only. Very good. So there is no any lookup also. See here, there is no any lookup option. But still the IDs are coming. Okay, now let me remove those IDs and display the names. Okay, so under the see here, under this contact name, edit this. Okay, edit this, come down. So what I need to show here, right? So choice label should be, so label means which you are seeing in the backend, it should be ID only. Okay, so what is the label you need to see here? Names, first name and the last name if you want to see. Okay, so I am going to select here name. Sorry, full name, directly full name, not first name and the last name. Directly I am typing full name. Okay, value is nothing but ID. Now click on done. Done. Save it and start debugging it. Debug it. Click on run. Now see here. See. So there is no any lookup option, but still the contacts are visible to me. You can select those contacts. Right? Directly you can select those contacts. Contact name. See here Rose, Sean Forbes, Jack Rogers, Andy Young, Tim Bar, John Bond. So all these are contacts, right? So but there is no any lookups here. Without lookup, I can simply use these records as my choice. I can select those records. So I can create this particular case under this contact. Okay. So we can discuss this lookup component in this next class. So the time is up for today. So we can discuss the lookup component in tomorrow's class, in next class. Okay. If you are having any doubts at any point of time, mention in the comments. I'm going to respond to those comments. Keep following this channel for the latest updates. Thank you guys.